To other news now. Well, we've been closely following the trial of those accused of kidnapping and murdering Extra Food CEO Rennie Coolman. The matter at this point is becoming rather intriguing, with what seems to be the latest confession from her husband that he paid someone money to evade charges against him. In here with me is Peter Christopher, who has been attending the trial since it began. Hi, Peter. Welcome. And what can you tell us?
Well, Vani, after a week full of delays, legal submissions and missing jurors, Rennie Coolman, husband of murder Extra Food CEO Rennie Coolman, finally returned to the stand this morning. And much like his testimony 11 days ago, there were many talking points, but none bigger than his admission that he paid $75,000 to a woman to ensure that he would not be charged with his wife's murder. After a week of various delays, the cross-examination of Rennie Coolman resumed on Monday. It was defense attorney Mario Merritt's turn to question the husband of the deceased Extra Food CEO, and not long into his cross-examination of the witness came the revelation that Coolman had paid a woman $75,000 to bribe two members of the DPP's office. Mr. Coolman told the court that the woman approached him concerning the payment so that he would not be charged with the murder and kidnapping of his wife. Merritt had previously asked Mr. Coolman if he feared being charged with the crime, to which Mr. Coolman responded, no. But following the admission, Merritt asked, "You did so that you would not be charged?" "Yes, I did," said Mr. Coolman. Merritt continued, "So when I asked you if you were ever in fear of being charged with the murder and kidnapping of your wife and you responded, was that true?" Coolman responded, "It was true." "Both statements are true to you?" asked Mr. Merritt. "Yes," said Mr. Coolman. Later, Coolman said his decision to pay the money was an emotional approach to the situation. Coolman said, "It was said to me that I would be charged innocently." Coolman explained when the woman, who he only referred to as Miss A, returned asking for $200,000 to bribe members of the DPP's office, that he realized that it appeared to be a major fraud and he decided to put a stop to it. Defense attorney Merritt then asked in 3 separate questions if he felt his actions were wrong, dishonest and corrupt. Coolman responded yes to each of these questions. Merritt, noting that a $75,000 payment was made, questioned why Mr. Coolman did not put money towards a ransom for his wife despite having $400,000 in a joint bank account with her. To this, Mr. Coolman responded it was not required of him because the Naipaul family had already made their arrangements to pay the ransom. Coolman also told the court he never informed the anti-kidnapping squad about the account. The attorney also noted that Coolman's statements in the High Court were inconsistent when compared with his testimony at the Port of Spain magistrates. Merritt read an excerpt from that testimony where Coolman said he expected his wife to arrive at 8 p.m. During his cross-examination this morning, Coolman told the court he had no prior knowledge that she would be coming home at 8 p.m. Although moments earlier in the cross-examination, he said it was relayed to him that she would be home by 8 p.m. Merritt also queried why Mr. Coolman, despite not knowing if his wife was shot, robbed or dead, decided to contact first the anti-kidnapping unit. Coolman said he had called someone who gave him that number after he explained what had happened on December 19th. Mr. Coolman will return to the stand when the case continues tomorrow. Peter Christopher, C News.